So here's your problem. On the one hand, you're a gamer, and you've got your gaming rig and your gaming monitor, and you've got some important gaming to do. And on the other hand, you're a total basic bitch, and you own that. So today is the basic gaming setup, where we will be creating the best gaming desk
Stop it, those are in order. Those are in order.
With only products from Amazon Basics. Origin PC. Origin PC builds custom desktops and laptops with free 24/7 lifetime tech support, and they use high-end brand name components like Samsung's 970 EVO Pro M.2 SSD. Visit Origin PC at the link below for a special offer.
Okay, well, you don't have anything to put that on.
Yeah, I know, I'm completing as much of the setup as I can right now. There.
Why not utilize the Amazon Basics monitor stand?
Oh, okay, so basically, if your monitor doesn't come with a height adjustable stand, or like, I mean, it doesn't have pivot, does it have, no, it doesn't do that either. So basically it's just height adjust.
I think it tilts.
In a nutshell. That's swivel.
It has pivot.
It has pivot. Oh, well, I don't know, it was hard.
Baby hands can't. It's advertised as only supporting 24-inch monitors, but I've read you can put a 27-inch on there, but your mileage may vary in terms of the pivot. You might not be able to get it into portrait mode. But who has a 24?
Have we investigated whether it is actually cost effective to buy a cheapo monitor and then put a Basics stand on it?
See, this is the thing. I'm not sure how many people actually need this. On the one hand, it seems super obscure, but on the other hand, Amazon is making this product. So it must be in demand. Isn't the whole thing with Amazon Basics that they do the most in-demand stuff?
Okay.
He did it.
Ooh, it's not like, I wouldn't describe this thing as amazing. Like, do you hear that sound?
Well, it's a little too heavy. Oh God.
Well, you're gonna have to tilt it for sure. Okay, I'll hold the base. The base is not very heavy.
Wait a second.
I think we're gonna make it.
Boom.
Yeah. Not bad. I wonder if people are trying to rotate it like this, and they're not realizing that on even a lot of like factory stands, you have to tilt in order to rotate.
And I'll give you an Amazon Basics DisplayPort cable.
How much is one of these gonna cost me?
$6. Depends on the length though, that's a 6-footer.
That's not bad.
It's only outfitted for DisplayPort 1.2 though, so even though that has the same bandwidth as 1.4, there are some features.
I mean, the thing with that though is that there's no actual pin difference, so it's just a matter of like what they're comfortable rating it at. It's quite possible it would work just fine for DP 1.4, it just might not. Wow, we bought a PC power cord. I hope it didn't cost much. We literally have a gigantic Rubbermaid bin of these.
Yeah, but do they have the Amazon Basics? Does that actually say Amazon Basics on it?
No, I think it's a pretty generic ass power cord.
Well, it was $7. A lot of people were giving it 1 star because they said that these holes were too small.
What?
I think they're trying to just plug normal stuff into it.
Aww. So for those of you out there who are even more basic than me, that's how it is intended to be used, and it works just fine. Nice snug fit. It's perfectly adequate. Basic, but adequate. The other end is gonna go into, okay, just. 3 outlet surge protector wall tap with 2 USB ports. So you plug that bad boy into your wall outlet and you get a quick charging, a regular charging, and 3 outlets. Now to be clear, I'm not recommending plugging a wall tap into a power squid, but we're not really drawing a lot of power here, so it's fine.
That's 1 amp, that's 2.4 amps. The second thing to keep in mind is that the top negative comment is entitled, "Lit my house on fire." Oh, jeez.
There, safe. The Amazon Basics cable sleeve with zipper, 20-inch black 4-pack. So this is actually kind of cool. Basically, you just put your wires in there and you zip it up.
Now that you got that set up, it's time for you to sit down in your $70 Amazon Basics chair.
They have a chair?
They have lots of different chairs. This one was just kind of cheap and easy.
Actually, it's not that bad. I will say that the cushioning down here, this is a pretty, like, it's a pretty hard, like a pretty firm cushion, which is actually a better thing than you might expect because If you have like a really plush cushion, what happens to it over time is it just becomes not really a cushion, and then you're just sitting on the piece of what is usually plywood on the bottom.
Amazon Basics microfiber cloths for electronics.
How many things did you buy?
The next thing is pretty much the reason we actually made this video. It's because they made this.
This is the Amazon Basics Mechanical Feel Gaming Keyboard. Okay, so it's got 5 programmable macro keys. This should be worth about $27.95.
It's 36.
Okay, well, at least it's not far off.
I'm not happy with that though. If you remember our mechanical keyboard
Yeah, no, I wouldn't buy this.
There was a bunch of actual mechanical keyboards. I mean, granted they used Chinese switches, but still, and they were in the $40 range, $45.
Maybe they were trying to go for mechanical sound, because you've got a couple keys that sound kind of like loud. Loud. I think what they should call this is the loud membrane keyboard.
Have a $7 mouse.
Followed by the 3-button USB wired mouse. Oh, you made poor Tyler inventory all this stuff? Oh, a desk pad. All right.
What do you think would be a good price for that?
I'd pay $14.99.
Well, you actually did pay $24.99.
So that's their anti-fraying strategy. It seems to be to burn it. And they end up with actually quite a noticeable, see, there's a shine to the edge and it's kind of sharp. You know what? I just wouldn't buy this actually. I would just buy something better. We have no internet.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe what you need is the RJ45 Cat5e Ethernet patch cable from Amazon Basics.
Thank you.
Or if you prefer, the USB Wi-Fi adapter.
You know what? I don't prefer the USB Wi-Fi adapter, but I'll open it anyway just to humor you. Adorable. It's happy to see me. See, this seems fine.
Are you sure?
Sheathing's a little stiff, actually.
Pretty
This
bad.
is
Apparently
not an amazing cable.
The jacket is prone to cracking, and when it does crack, it'll crack along the length of the cable.
On a cable this short, like 15 feet, it's less of an issue. Where you really run into trouble with these cheap outer jackets is when you have a longer cable, and you go, even if you over-under it, when you wind it up for storage, you'll still run into a situation where you try to kind of, throw it down and it's just a kinky mess. I probably wouldn't buy this either. I've had my disputes with Monoprice over the years, but credit where credit's due, their cheap cables are less cheap.
How much battery do you have on your phone there?
63%.
Oh, you could probably use a little charge here. Here, use an Amazon Basics USB-C to USB-C cable.
It's a little better than the network cable. I wouldn't describe it as amazing though. To their credit though, they're using the more expensive connector housings that don't have the split down the one side. They cost a little more.
Okay, well there was supposed to be a gaming headset, but I think it's a pretty new Amazon Basics product, so it takes between 1 and 3 months to ship. So even though we got it in October, it's not here until like mid-December. So I did get you a little Bluetooth speaker.
A portable Bluetooth speaker. Great.
Oh, that's not enough for your desktop setup?
Micro B. Did they not have like a soundbar or something? It really does not sound very good.
Has Chromecast built in. Don't specify Chromecast Ultra, the 4K HDR model.
So this is interesting. It seems like the way that the audio profile is tuned, even in its standard profile, it's really emphasizing vocals, and I can barely even hear the background music of this video. You notice that? Like it's just like a dialogue enhancer for your TV.
I mean, PC gaming is so complicated, why not just stick to console gaming?
Oh wow, they do an Xbox One clone controller? Oh, that is a weird textured. Oh, yeah. Can you not hear that? It's got like a really kind of grippy kind of feel to the back here.
Those are loud. Oh.
Those are really loud.
Wake the dead with those.
Is this RGB backlit? Yeah. Okay, so it has different modes. It can go off. Okay, there's a different color. This is breathing. Different colors. Yeah, it's RGB. Okay. Is that it?
Well, I think if you want more functionality, you need to install the Amazon Basics keyboard software.
No, I'm good. The keyboard is not good. The soundbar is not good. Unless I was just trying to hear, the Weather Channel better,
The other thing with the soundbar is that it's supposed to come with a remote, but ours just didn't.
Oh, what the? Oh, okay. Wow, I just got killed by easy bots. Anyway.
I can't stand to watch you struggle with that 3-click basic mouse here. They do make a gaming mouse.
I do prefer the mouse to the keyboard, so there's that. We get, presumably, DPI adjustments. We get a back and a forward button, which are, I would consider basic features in the year 2018. Not present on this one. And we also get a braided cable, which I was recently made aware that not everyone prefers, because apparently they can get snagged on stuff. From my experience, I don't really get my braided cable snagged on things.
Also has onboard memory, so you can save your configs on the go.
Cool.
And 3200 DPI.
Okay.
And $24.
Actually feels a little bit jittery at super high sensitivity. It's definitely more comfortable than the other one. Quite heavy though. Like surprisingly heavy given how, well, basic it is.
This is too boring. You should be yelling at your teammates with this.
Professional USB condenser microphone. All right, more basics.
The most gratuitous packaging in the whole lot.
It's got one of those standard mounts so that you can put it on an arm if you're into that sort of thing.
It actually has height adjust as well.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of rickety.
Oh boy.
Tighten it up, give it a chance.
You know what? It actually does straighten out a fair bit. So this is what I would sound like if I was yelling at my teammates or actually talking more normally to my teammates. You can see I peaked a little bit there, so we're gonna go ahead and experience that. There's no tactile feedback. Oh, wow. And that is, let's see, that is quite a bit quieter now, and we are getting up into the yellow range less often. So, and my broadcast, thank you for that.
All right, these next two things are kind of better if you are trying to get a one-cord solution for your laptop. Like if you're docking your laptop and making it into a desktop, you might want one of these.
You know, this is a weird complaint, but this cord is kind of long.
You wouldn't be saying that if you were trying to plug that into the back of your Corsair One right now. That's
true. So what it should really be is detachable. It should be a Type-C to Type-C, and then it should just come with a cable and you should be able to swap it out. That would be better. There's our basic placement for it. So this is a USB 3 external hard drive enclosure. You get to provide your own hard drive. Comes with a couple little foam inserts, which are presumably to keep your hard drive safe if you have a thin hard drive. I don't know. The top is metal, but the majority, that part's pretty plastic. This is it. This is what holds your drive, I guess. You just stick it to the top of the drive. That is very basic. At 20 bucks, it's probably fine. This is a very low quality USB cable that's included. Like that is very thin for a USB 3 cable. So the side with the branding and not the like FCC sticker on it goes down if you don't want to put like strain on the connector or have your drive supported by just this one point here. So I don't like this one very much.
And this.
Oh, the external hard drive case. Yeah, this is very mediocre. For $6, it's fine. For any more than that, I would probably opt for something else. The Amazon Basics multi-tip stylus for touchscreen devices.
For $8.
That's an interesting idea. So multi-tip stylus, instead of just shipping it with multiple tips, they just used every possible end of a pen type device to put a different tip. So you got a big fat one, you got a medium one, and you got a skinny one.
Yeah, that's 7, 6, and 5 millimeters respectively.
Okay, so you could go fat skinny, fat medium, or skinny medium. Like there's kind of a lot of mush to them. I don't think any of these are really fine or sharp enough to really write with.
You know, you'd probably have more success if you had a nice, comfortable Amazon Basics footrest.
Actually, that feels not bad. It's got grip, unlike the IKEA ones that we use here at the office. It's not as high though, I don't think. I'll give it a shot. Also, one thing I already don't really like about it is that it swivels too easily. A lot better overall feel and the skidness on the floor than the IKEA one, but if you just kind of, man, I don't even know, if you just took like some silicone crap and just kind of like gummed it up a little bit or something, I think you could, you know, for less than $1, you could DIY it better. Ow, ow.
This is 5,000 sheets of Amazon Basics paper.
Why? It's fine.
Take your new Amazon Basics stapler for a spin. Linus staple tips, ladies and gentlemen.
Really? Is it like it's a safety mechanism?
$6.
Well, that sucks because often, like if you want to staple something to the wall or whatever, you open up the stapler and you just, oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, the shoulder buttons are so loud.
Yeah, like this is not great.
Hey.
I mean, I still managed to score 1 goal. Yay, go Linus! But
So how do you feel
how
about
much
your
is it?
$21?
21 bucks. You know what? For 21 bucks, I'm pretty okay with it, quite frankly.
So how do you
21
feel
bucks.
overall about your new basic Battlestation?
You know, I like the DisplayPort cable. One advantage we didn't mention before is that it doesn't require the lock. So it's just a self-locking one. You don't have to deal with like pressing the thing in order to unlatch it. These cable management sleeves, honestly, if you're trying to get something done quick, they can improve the look of behind your desk a fair bit.
Come on now, Bessie.
Yeah, like that helps a lot.
And they're neoprene.
I like the monitor stand, believe it or not. I think at 40 bucks, I'd probably rather have one of the ones that just clip onto the desk personally, but if you don't want that, if you just want to convert a VESA mount monitor to this or replace a broken stand, honestly, I'm okay with that one. The gaming mouse is all right, actually. I think it's too heavy to really like game on it. Like I would consider it more like just a mouse. But it's fine. The grip on the side makes it easy to lift off, even though it is a little bit on the heavy side. I'm not a big fan of the keyboard.
Yeah, big disappointment in the keyboard.
At 20 bucks, this is fine. I actually stopped noticing that scuffing on my arm pretty quickly. Maybe I was just busy filming a video and wasn't paying attention, but it seems like less of a big deal now that I'm...
Your mileage may vary on that one, though.
Your mileage may vary.
That's a good cable. That's working.
This cable seems fine. I don't know, there isn't really any conclusion. Like none of it really like blew me away, but none of it was complete and utter garbage. Actually, a couple of them were pretty bad. The Ethernet cable is bad. I wouldn't use this hard drive dock, and I wouldn't buy this keyboard. There are much better keyboard options. Didn't blow me away. But you know what does blow me away?
Squarespace.
My amazing segues.
Right?
Yeah, to Squarespace. With Squarespace, you can create a beautiful and functional website without the hassle. They have award-winning templates that you can use as starting points, and all of their templates feature responsive design, so they'll look great on any device. If you need additional help, Squarespace offers 24/7 tech support via live chat and email. And this is cool, if you already have a third-party domain, you don't have to give it up, you can just transfer it over to Squarespace. Plus, every site includes e-commerce, so you can have your own online store through Squarespace. So go try it out over at squarespace.com/LTT and you'll get 10% off on your first purchase. We're gonna have that linked below. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, you can hit that button, but if you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, or maybe consider checking out where to buy the stuff we featured at the link in the video description. Also down there is our merch store, which has cool shirts like this one, and our community forum, which you should totally join. I thought you were holding your arm up to throw something at me again. He's just...
No, I'm just tired of this. I grow weary of these videos.
What? This was fun.